Listen to me. I don't care who you are, where you come from, what's happened to you, or what's standing in your way right now. You got a dream. You got something deep inside that won't let you sleep. You got a fire that keeps burning no matter how much the world tries to put it out. But somewhere along the way, you started listening to your excuses instead of your purpose. You started letting comfort talk louder than your calling. You started believing that you didn't have enough time, enough talent, enough resources, enough support. And I came to tell you tonight, no excuses. None, not one, because the moment you make an excuse, you surrender your power. The moment you say, I can't, you've already lost the fight. And the truth is, most of you aren't losing because of your circumstances. You're losing because of your mindset. You've convinced yourself that discipline is too hard, struggle is unfair, success is out of reach. But let me tell you something. The pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. You say you want success, but you don't want to sacrifice. You say you want to win, but you still hit snooze. You say you want greatness, but you're still negotiating with your comfort zone. Stop negotiating. Stop making deals with your weakness. You got to be willing to do what 99% of people aren't willing to do if you want to live the life 99% of people will never live. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is love. Discipline is what separates the amateurs from the professionals, the talkers from the doers, the dreamers from the achievers. Discipline is waking up at 4 a.m. when the world is still sleeping, because you said you would. It's showing up when your body's tired, your mind's heavy, and your heart's unsure, but your purpose says, I keep going. Discipline is choosing your future over your feelings. You're not going to feel like it every day. Let's stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is fleeting, comes and goes like the wind. Discipline stays. Discipline is the anchor that holds you steady when the storm hits. And make no mistake, the storm will hit. Life will test you. Life will punch you in the mouth just to see if you still got that fight in you. Some of you want to be successful so bad, but you don't want to struggle. You think success is supposed to be easy. Let me tell you something. Struggle is the price you pay for success. There's no shortcut, no elevator, no easy button. You've got to take the stairs one step at a time, carrying the weight of your dreams, your doubts, your fears, and your failures. And while you're climbing, the world will tell you to quit. Your friends might not believe in you. Your family might doubt you. You might lose people, lose comfort, lose sleep, but don't you dare lose faith. Because every struggle is shaping you. Every challenge is chiseling away your weaknesses. Every setback is teaching you something that success never could. Struggle builds strength, and strength builds success. But you gotta embrace the grind. You gotta fall in love with the process, not just the prize. Everybody wants the glory, but nobody wants the grind. Everybody wants the results, but nobody wants the results. But nobody wants the reps. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who said he wanted to be successful as bad as he wanted to breathe. So his mentor took him to the ocean, and when the water reached their shoulders, the mentor held his head under the water. The boy struggled, kicked, fought, until finally the mentor pulled him. He gasped for air, angry, confused. Why did you do that? The mentor said, when you want success as bad as you wanted to breathe, then you'll be successful. You've got to want it like that. You've got to want it when you're tired. You've got to want it when you've got to want it when the doors close, when nobody believes in you, when you failed 1,000 times. You've got to want it when your body says stop, but your mind says go. You've got to want it when the odds are against you, when the pain is unbearable, when the reward seems invisible, because that's when greatness is born, in the darkness and the grind and the moments nobody's watching. Don't you dare quit. Don't you dare give up. Winners don't quit when it gets hard. They get harder. Champions don't run from pain. They run through it because they understand that struggle is the bridge between dreams and destiny. Every great one you've ever admired walked through fire before they ever touched the crown. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. He didn't quit. He went back in the gym. He practiced harder than ever before. That cut didn't define him. His discipline did. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. She didn't accept that. She kept going. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he created the light bulb. But every failure was a lesson, not a loss. What if they had made excuses? What if they had stopped? The world would be darker, literally and figuratively. You're not too late. You're not too late. You're not too old. You're not too broken. You're just undisciplined, You keep saying, when things get easier, I'll commit. No, things get easier because you commit. You don't wait for the feeling. You create it through action. Discipline creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence, and confidence creates success. Look, you gotta stop being scared of struggle. Struggle is the gym your soul trains in. You can't get stronger lifting feathers. You've gotta lift something heavy. That's what struggle does. It builds the muscle of perseverance, the heart of resilience, the mindset of a champion. When you see people winning, don't envy their success, study their discipline. You see the shine, but not the sacrifice. You see the results, but not the repetitions. You see the trophy, but not the tears. Every success story is written in sweat and inked in struggle. Let me be real with you. You've been saying it one day for years. One day I'll start, or one day I'll change. One day I'll go after my dream. But a one day is not a day of the week. It's not on the calendar. If you don't start now, you'll be saying the same thing next year and the year after that until your dreams become regrets. Don't let that happen. Don't die with potential still inside you. The graveyard is full of dreams that never live because of excuses that never died. You've got to wake up every day with a sense of urgency. You've got to stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. You make the moment perfect through your grind, through your consistency, through your discipline, through your discipline. Discipline is doing what you said you do long after the mood you set in has left you. That's why it's rare, because most people are controlled by their emotions, not their principles. Most people quit when it's inconvenient, but not you, not anymore. From this moment on, you gotta be different. You gotta be relentless. You gotta be obsessed with improvement. You don't need permission to chase your dream. You don't need validation from anyone. You don't need someone to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself. You gotta stop waiting for someone to save you and start saving yourself, because nobody's coming. Nobody's gonna hand you greatness. You gotta take it. You gotta earn it. The road to success is lonely. Don't expect applause in the beginning. And don't expect recognition while you're grinding in silence. People won't understand your hustle because it's not their vision. That's okay. You don't need them to understand. You just need them to watch when it's done. When you're in the middle of your struggle and it feels like nothing's working, that's when most people quit. But that's when you've got to dig deeper. You've got to push past the pain. Because right when you want to give up is usually when the breakthrough is about to happen. Most people quit 3 feet from gold. They stop right before the finish line. Don't let that be you. You've come too far to stop now. Every time you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Remember the pain of being average. Remember the taste of disappointment. Remember the times you were overlooked, underestimated, disrespected. Let that fuel you. Turn your pain into power. You've got to get up every day and tell yourself, no excuses. I don't care if you're tired. No excuses. I don't care if it's rainy. No excuses. I don't care if you don't feel like it. No excuses. Because when you remove the option to quit, success becomes inevitable. Discipline is doing the small things right every day. It's the consistency that compounds. It's the tiny habits that nobody sees that create the results everybody wants. Stop chasing perfection, chase progress. Every day, just get 1% better. That's it. Because small steps done consistently lead to massive change. Struggle will make you question everything. It'll make you doubt your work, your dream, your direction. But struggle is not the enemy. It's the evidence you're on the right path. If it was easy, everyone would do it. The fact that it's hard means it's worth it. The fact that it's painful means it's powerful. Some of you are waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. Let me tell you, you are the light. You are the light. You are the fire. You are the one who decides how far you go. Life's not about waiting for opportunities. It's about creating them. Every day you show up, you're planting seeds for a harvest you can't yet see. So keep showing up. Keep fighting, keep believing, because discipline will carry you when motivation fails. Struggle will strengthen you and comfort would have weakened you. And success will find you when you refuse to quit. I don't care if it takes you 1 year or 10 years. I don't care how many times you fall. Fall 7 times, get up 8. Crawl if you have to, but don't you dare stop. Don't you dare stop. Because when you keep going, you refuse to make excuses. You become dangerous. You become disciplined. Remember this, success is not owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every single day. You can't pay it once and expect to keep it. You've got to wake up every morning ready to earn it again. That's discipline. That's commitment. That's a no excuses. Or you might not be the smartest. You might not be the fastest. You might not have the best background, but you can be the most disciplined. You can be the most consistent. You can outwork, outlast, and outgrind anyone who doubts you. Because hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. When you start living with discipline, you stop being controlled by circumstance. You stop reacting and start creating. You stop surviving and start thriving. That's when everything changes. Let the world call you obsessed, crazy, relentless. Let them talk. While they sleep, you grind. While they doubt, you build. While they rest, you rise. Because one day they'll ask how you did it, and you'll smile and say, no excuses. There's greatness inside you, not potential greatness. It's already there, but it's locked behind discipline. It's hidden in struggle. It's waiting on your consistency. You got to dig it out. You got to work for it. You got to believe it before you see it. Every morning you wake up, you got two choices. Make excuses or make progress. That's it. You can't do both. That's it. You can't do. Excuses are the language of the broke, the tired, the defeated. Progress is the language of the disciplined, the hungry, the focused. Choose your language carefully. It will write your story. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming situations. You can't change what happened, but you can change what happens next. You can rewrite your story. You can redefine your limits, but you've got to make a decision right now that you're done making excuses, because every excuse you make today becomes a chain that holds you tomorrow. Break the chain, break the cycle. You're stronger than your circle. You're stronger than your circumstances. You're bigger than your fears. You're better than your excuses. So get up, get focused, get disciplined. I don't care what your past looks like. You can still write a future worth fighting for. Don't let your story end at almost. Almost made it, almost made it, almost started, almost succeeded. No, finish what you started. Leave a legacy of discipline, not disappointment. Success doesn't belong to the lucky, it belongs to the disciplined. The world doesn't owe you anything. Life doesn't hand out trophies for trying. You've got to earn every inch, every victory, every moment of success. And when you do, it'll mean something. Because you'll know you didn't talk about it. You worked for it. You didn't wish for it. You sacrificed for it. And when you look in the mirror, you'll see more than success. You'll see strength. You'll see resilience. You'll see a warrior who refused to quit. So the next time you feel like giving up on why you started, remember the struggle, remember the grind, remember the pain, and then tell yourself, loud and clear, no excuses. Oh man, you made it this far. You're still standing. You didn't quit when it got hard. You didn't fold when the pressure hit. You didn't walk away when nobody believed in you. You're still here. That means something. That means there's still a fight inside you, still a dream worth bleeding for. So if you can hear me right now, I need you to lock in, because we're not done. We're just getting started. Everybody loves the story of success, but very few are willing to live it. Everybody wants to be a legend until it's time to do legendary work. They want the reward, but they don't want the routine. They want the crown, but they don't want the cross. But listen, there's no success without sacrifice. There's no crown without a cost. You gotta ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to go up? Because success is an exchange. You give your excuses, you get results. You give your comfort, you get growth. You give your laziness, you get legacy. The question is, are you willing to trade temporary pleasure for permanent purpose? Whoa. Every single day, discipline is asking you that question. Every single day, your future self is watching your choices and taking notes. When you choose to sleep instead of grind, when you choose comfort instead of commitment, when you choose distraction instead of discipline, you're not just wasting time. You're stealing from your future. You say you want success, okay? Then prove it. Stop talking about what you're gonna do and start doing it. Stop posting about your goals and start paying the price for it. Can't hashtag hustle. You gotta live it. You can't tweak consistency. Discipline isn't sexy, it's not glamorous. It's waking up early when nobody's watching. It's working on your craft when nobody's clapping. It's grinding in the dark so one day your light can shine. That's discipline, silent work, loud results. The world rewards those who keep showing up. That's it. Not the smartest, not the most gifted, the most consistent. Consistency beats intensity every time. You can be fired up today and lazy tomorrow. That won't win. But if you show up every single day, no matter how you feel, You'll pass the people who only move when they're motivated. So motivation will get you started, but discipline will keep you going when motivation dies. And it will die. There will be mornings you wake up tired, burned out, uninspired. That's when you gotta remember why you started. That's when you gotta speak life into yourself. You gotta look in the mirror and say, I'm not done, I'm not giving up, I'm built for this. You've gotta become the type of person who doesn't need an audience to perform. You perform because that's who you are. You give 100% because excellence is your identity. You do it because you said you would. Discipline is freedom. The world tells you that freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want. That's not freedom. That's chaos. It's being the master of your habits, not the slave of your impulses. You can't have both excuses and excellence. You can't have both comfort and growth. You gotta choose. Growth will always demand discomfort. You gotta stretch yourself. You've gotta do things that scare you, things that challenge you, things that break you down so they can build you up. Listen, the struggle's not punishment. It's preparation. You're not being buried, you're being planted. There's a difference. When you're buried, that's the end. When you're planted, that's the beginning. The dirt that's on you right now is not to suffocate you, it's to cultivate you. The darkness you're in right now is not your grave. It's your growth zone. Stop running from the dark. That's where you find yourself. That's where you meet your real power. That's where you meet your real power. In the light, everybody's confident. In the dark, you discover who's disciplined. When life knocks you down, don't lay there crying. Learn while you're down. If you gotta crawl, crawl forward. If you gotta fight with tears in your eyes, fight. You're not weak because you're hurting. You're human, but you're strong because you refuse to stay down. You gotta keep your vision in front of you even when your reality looks nothing like it, because struggle is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Don't you dare let a season of pain make you forget your lifetime of purpose. Every great person you admire has one thing in common. They suffered. They went through pain, rejection, loneliness, heartbreak, but they didn't let it stop them. They used it. They turned pain into fuel. They turned struggle into strategy. When you're tired of struggling, remember, pain is the currency of progress. You can't buy greatness with comfort. You can't pay for mastery with mediocrity. You gotta pay with struggle, with patience, with resilience. That's the cost. And listen to me, stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. You don't know their story. You don't know the nights they cried, the days they doubted, the sacrifices they made. Stop wishing for their success if you're not willing to endure their struggle. Your time will come, but you gotta stay in your lane and run your race. Your dream is not going to happen overnight. It's gonna take everything you've got and then some. It's gonna require you to level up mentally, spiritually, physically. It's going to demand your focus, your discipline, your patience. But when you finally get there, you'll realize every second was worth it. Some of you are praying for success, but you're not preparing for it. You're asking God to open doors you're not ready to walk through. You're asking for blessings you haven't built the character to carry. Discipline prepares you for what you're praying for. You can't handle abundance with an undisciplined mindset. Success doesn't just change your bank account. It exposes your habits. If you're lazy broke, you'll be lazy rich. If you're distracted broke, you'll be distracted rich. That's why discipline has to come before success. Because discipline teaches you how to handle what success brings. Let's be real. Discipline hurts. Waking up early hurts. Saying no to temptation hurts. Choosing the long game over instant gratification hurts. But pain is the price of progress. You've got to decide what type of pain you want. The pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Regret is poison. It eats at your soul. It keeps you up at night, wishing you'd done more, wishing you started sooner, wishing you'd stay consistent. You can't go back and fix yesterday, but you can make sure tomorrow doesn't look the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be persistent. Stop waiting to have it all figured out. Start where you are with what you have. Because perfection is just another excuse. The enemy of progress is not failure, it's hesitation. Take the step, even if it's small, even if it's shaky. Every giant leap starts with one small move. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who work. And you've got to work like your life depends on it, because it does. It does. Your future depends on it. Your family depends on it. The people who are counting on your example depend on it. Somebody needs your story. Somebody needs your success to believe in their own. So when you feel like giving up, remember, this isn't just about you. You're carrying generations on your back. You're breaking cycles. You're changing legacy. You're showing what's possible. Don't you dare stop now. There are going to be seasons when you don't see progress. Seasons when it feels like you're stuck. That's okay. Progress isn't always visible. Sometimes it's internal. Sometimes it's quiet. Just because you can't see the fruit doesn't mean the roots aren't growing. Keep watering your dream. Keep showing up. Faith and discipline go hand in hand. Faith says, I believe it even when I don't see it. Discipline says, I'll keep doing it even when I don't feel it. And together they build the impossible. Stop asking, when will it happen? Start asking, how can I keep going? Because it's not about timing, it's about tenacity. Success doesn't belong to the lucky, it belongs to the consistent. You've got to be your own motivation sometimes. You've got to be your own cheerleader, your own coach, your own believer. Because people will doubt you until you win. And then they'll ask how you did it. Don't live for validation, live for transformation. When people say you've changed, that's the point. You're supposed to. Growth requires change. Discipline requires change. You can't become new while staying the same. If they can't handle your growth, that's their problem, not yours. Cut out distractions. Cut out excuses. Cut out negativity. You can't build a skyscraper with weak materials. You can't build a strong life with weak habits. Protect your focus like your future depends on it, because it does. Discipline is lonely, but loneliness builds leaders. While they're partying, you're planning. While they're resting, you're rising. While they're gossiping, you're growing. You're not missing out, you're setting up. You're setting up, you're separating yourself for something greater. And one day when you're standing on your mountain, they'll say, you're lucky. And you'll just smile because luck had nothing to do with it. It was discipline. It was discipline. It was struggle. It was sacrifice. It was a no excuses. Understand something, success will test you. The moment you start leveling up, life will come at you harder. Not to stop you, but to see if you're serious. To see if you're willing to protect what you prayed for. Because the higher you climb, the stronger your foundation needs to be. That's why discipline is daily. You can't get complacent. You can't get complacent. You can't think, I've made it. The moment you do, you start slipping. You gotta wake up hungry every day, no matter how much you've already achieved. Because success is rented and rent is due again and again. The real ones stay humble and hungry. The real ones remember where they came from. The real ones keep grinding like they're still chasing the dream, even after they've caught it. Because they know the mission never ends. Listen, your struggle is your strength. Don't hide it. Don't be ashamed of it. That's your story. That's your power. Every scar, every failure, every heartbreak, it all built you. It gave you wisdom, depth, empathy. You've earned your toughness. You've earned your mindset. You've earned your peace. So stop trying to skip the struggle. The struggle made you who you are. It's not your weakness, it's your weapon. When you understand that, nothing can stop you. Because pain loses its power over a person who understands its purpose. When you wake up tomorrow, I want you to make yourself a promise. No more excuses. No more delays. No more delays. No more I'll do it later. You said that too many times. Later became never. Never became regret. Change it now. Start where you are. Start tired. Start scared. Start broken. But start. Don't wait for the perfect time. Make this the perfect time. Every small action builds momentum, and momentum changes everything. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need approval to start. You've already got everything you need inside you. Discipline, struggle, strength, faith. Use it. When you want to quit, remind yourself who you are. You're a fighter. You're a survivor. You're built for this. You've come too far to give up now. Your story isn't over. You're just in the middle of your grind chapter. Keep riding. Keep fighting. Keep believing. The world is waiting for your greatness, but it won't come from excuses. It'll come from execution. It'll come from discipline. It'll come from you showing up day after day, even when nobody notices. Because that's what success really is. Quiet persistence. It's doing the right thing when it's hard. It's doing what you said you do when you don't feel like it. It's refusing to quit when every part of you screams to stop. And when you finally reach that mountaintop, when you look back at everything you went through, you'll realize something powerful. It wasn't the success that changed you. It was the struggle. It wasn't a destination that made you great. It was the discipline that got you there. There. You'll stand there with tears in your eyes, not because it was easy, but because you did it. You stayed the course. You refused to quit. You lived in no excuses. So, from this day forward, let that be your mantra. No excuses, no limits, no surrender, no surrender. You owe it to yourself, to your future, to your purpose. You owe it to the version of you that didn't quit when it got tough. When you wake up tomorrow, attack the day. When you feel tired, remind yourself why you started. When life knocks you down, get up swinging. When doubt whispers, shout louder. You've got one life, one chance, one shot to give everything you've got. Don't waste it living below your potential. Don't waste it explaining your excuses. Live discipline, live hungry, live powerful. And when it's all said and done, when your name is spoken, let them say, they tried to break them, but they didn't bend. They faced storms, but they never stopped. But they made something. They didn't wait for opportunities. They created them, wait for opportunities. They created them. And they live with purpose. Or they live with passion. Or they live with discipline. Or no excuses. That's the legacy. That's the life. That's the truth. No excuses, no limits. Just greatness, always.